What's up, warriors? Today, we're diving deep into something that messes with all of us, jealousy. We've all felt it, whether we want to admit it or not. That nagging feeling when someone else seems to be winning at life while we're just standing on the sidelines. But here's the thing. In just a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to take that feeling, flip it on its head, and use it to your advantage. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to not just manage jealousy, but to crush it entirely. Stick around, because this is about to get real. Let's start by understanding where jealousy comes from. At its core, jealousy is born from comparison. We compare ourselves to others and measure our worth based on what they have versus what we have. Maybe you see someone with a more successful career, a more attractive partner, or more followers on social media, and suddenly you're questioning everything about yourself. You think, why don't I have that? Or what am I doing wrong? It's like you're in a race that you didn't sign up for, and no matter how fast you run, you're always a step behind. But here's the kicker. This race, it's all in your head. You see, jealousy thrives when we forget that life isn't about being better than someone else. Life is about being the best version of yourself. But let's be honest, knowing this doesn't make the feeling go away, does it? So how do we actually tackle jealousy when it rears its ugly head? Step 1, acknowledge it. I know, it's tough to admit that you're jealous. It feels like admitting weakness, right? But the truth is, acknowledging that you're feeling jealous is the first step to taking control. When you name the problem, you take away its power. You're no longer hiding from it or letting it fester in the background. Instead, you're bringing it into the light, and that's where you can start to deal with it. Step 2, shift your focus. Here's a hard truth. There will always be someone who seems to have more or to be better in some way. Maybe they're smarter, better looking, more successful, or just seem to have it all together. But what you don't see are their struggles, their insecurities, their failures. Everyone has their own battles, even the people you envy. So instead of focusing on them, focus on yourself. Ask yourself, how can I be better than I was yesterday? You're not in competition with anyone else, just with yourself. When you focus on your own growth, you take the power away from jealousy. Step 3, recognize your unique value. You are more than just one aspect of yourself. Maybe someone else is better at one thing, but they can't replicate everything you bring to the table. Think about it. Your creativity, your resilience, your sense of humor, your kindness, all these things make you who you are. No one else can do you better than you. When you start seeing yourself as a multi-dimensional person, you realize that no one can truly beat you because you're playing your own game with your own rules. But let's dig even deeper. Why do we even compare ourselves to others in the first place? A lot of it comes from societal conditioning. From a young age, we're taught to measure our success against others. We're graded in school, ranked in sports, judged on our appearances, and praised for our achievements. This creates a mindset where we're constantly looking outward for validation. We seek approval from others instead of finding satisfaction within ourselves. Breaking free from this mindset isn't easy, but it's crucial. It starts with shifting your perspective from external validation to internal fulfillment. Ask yourself, what makes me happy? What do I value? What am I passionate about? When you align your life with your own values and passions, you stop caring so much about what others are doing. You're too busy living your life to the fullest to worry about someone else's. Another powerful tool in defeating jealousy is gratitude. When was the last time you took a moment to appreciate what you already have? It's easy to focus on what's missing, but when you shift your attention to what's already in your life, you realize just how much you've got going for you. Take a moment right now, yes, right now, and think of 3 things you're grateful for. It could be anything: your health, your family, your skills, your opportunities. When you cultivate gratitude, you create a mindset of abundance. You start to see that you're not lacking, you're thriving. Now let's talk about Mudita again. This concept is a game changer. Mudita is the joy you feel when others succeed. It's the opposite of jealousy. Imagine a world where, instead of feeling envious when someone else wins, you genuinely feel happy for them. How freeing would that be? The next time you see someone achieve something great, try to celebrate with them, congratulate them, feel their joy as if it were your own. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to experience happiness rather than envy when others succeed. It takes work, but the payoff is immense. Lastly, let's talk about relationships. Sometimes jealousy isn't just about comparing yourself to strangers or acquaintances. It can creep into your closest relationships. Maybe you feel jealous of your partner's success, or your friend's new relationship, or your siblings' achievements. This kind of jealousy can be even more destructive because it undermines the relationships that matter most to you. So how do you deal with it? Communication is key. If you're feeling jealous in a relationship, don't let it fester. Talk about it. Be honest with your partner, friend, or family member. Let them know how you're feeling without blaming them. More often than not, they'll appreciate your honesty and will want to support you. Remember, relationships are about lifting each other up, not tearing each other down. When you're open about your feelings, you give the other person a chance to understand and to help you work through it. So what's the takeaway here? Jealousy is a natural emotion, but it doesn't have to control you. By acknowledging it, shifting your focus, recognizing your unique value, practicing gratitude and mudita, and communicating openly in your relationships, you can overcome jealousy and turn it into something positive. You've got the power to rewrite your story. Don't let jealousy hold the pen. Remember, you're on your own unique journey. The only person you need to compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Keep pushing forward, stay focused on your path, and never forget, you're stronger than you think. Until next time, take care, stay strong, and keep leveling up.
And at your hands, your common hands, my honor and my pride, the foundations upon which I have always stood, began to crumble at my feet. It was at your hands that I suffered my first great humiliation, toppled by a piece of low-level trash. Imagine my added shame when it was you and not me who avenged our people by defeating Frieza. You, who were the first to achieve the pinnacle of our race. The first in 1,000 years to take a place among the Super Saiyans of legend. A place that I had been raised to believe was my royal birthright. And imagine the disgrace I suffered when the strength I had worked my whole life to acquire was surpassed by a mere child. Your half-breed son succeeded where I, the prince of all Saiyans, had failed. It is time to take back what is mine. I will not live my life as your second. That time is over. Every breath you take is an assault to my honor. But no more, Kakarot. By my hands, you will be cut down inch by inch. The way you have cut down my pride. Spend most of your life ruled by another. Watch your race dwindle to a handful. He has stolen my honor. And his debts must be paid. I have in me the blood of a Saiyan prince. He is nothing but a joke. Yet I've had to watch him surpass me in strength. My destiny thrown to the wayside. A warrior prince forever living in the shadow of a low-level clown.